Hi friends, how are you today? I have a new junk journal to show you, and it's pretty much hot off the press or the sewing table or the little factory in my back room. Actually, there, I'm back. I forgot about the ribbon. It was drying because I dyed it for you. This will keep it shut tightly if you want it to. And I made a little beehive because this journal is Farmhouse Life. So the little nice tag in the deep pocket on the front is the name of your journal. So the little bee hive, of course, has to do with farming. So that's removable. I'm going to take it off right now, just so it can finish drying without getting hurt. It was really fun to make. I hung a feather from it and a hope charm. So little fairy dust on there. That can hang from your binding, or you can set it out on top of it or next to it as a decoration, whatever you would like. So let's untie this very big journal. And of course this nice lace will come with it to keep. And we'll move those over here. I'm trying to get used to this tripod setup. It's kind of, you have to reach around the tripod, and so forgive my awkwardness. I'm a little new at this video stuff, but I do love to create and show you what I make. This is going to go up on Etsy by 5 o'clock today, Friday. So I just have to take the photos and list it for you. There's the brass corner protection pieces on each side, front and back. This is a beautiful fabric image of a young lady drying her clothes outside. So Farm Life is a Wonderful Life, not the movie, and lots of work goes into it, but there's many rewards as well. So tea-stained lace and ribbon pocket for you, 3 signatures. This is buttonhole waistband of a petticoat, and a little remnant of it here up on the corner. So they had to wear so many clothes back in the day when they farmed. Must have died of heat, right? Here's the inside. You have some pillow ticking paper, and you can sign your name here, or the recipient can, if you're giving it as a gift. There's a beautiful girl on this vellum first signature cover, tending to her garden. There's a buckle, perhaps from someone's boot. Parchment paper. And here we have got some really neat papers the other day in the mail, and they're cardstock, and so I threw a few of those into this journal. Here's a little pocket right away, and on it is a sweet envelope that I made from a download that I purchased, and it says seeds, and then you can write notes here, maybe what kind of seed, or I guess that's on the front, seed type and date collected. So that's fun, or you can just leave it in here for decoration. There's a bee postcard going along with the bee theme of the hang-in decoration I made you. This is a fabric bookmark you can take out and use. Happens to be a photocopy onto fabric of a very dear couple. I do have some family photos in this journal that are not the original, but I made copies because my mom's grandparents were farmers. And here's a grunge sack that I usually put into most of my journals that you can take out and use, or leave it in here as a pocket. And there's a wheelbarrow and some flower stampings on the front of that. Inside is a money coin type style envelope that I put together for you. And you get into it by unthreading the circles here. And inside are photos. This handsome gentleman happens to be my dad back in the day, and he's on a tractor helping someone's farm, I guess. That's just some cardstock. And then this is actual ledger paper from 1907. And it's really neat to read what little money they had, where each a comb, tack, things they had to purchase are listed there. So that's really neat to have. And I'll put that back together afterwards. Here's an old ledger journal type book with Audrey Hepburn fabric and lace bookmark laying on it. It's just one of my photos I was playing around with. Here's a deep pocket, thinking of you, a stamp there. And inside are 2 mini envelopes. And inside the mini envelopes, this one's closed with washi tape that you can reseal. This one has a little mini paper clip to reseal it. And inside each of them are little sheets of paper. So little pretend papers that you can either write something on or leave blank. Okay, so more bee things, a deep bee pocket with some postcards. You can use them as journaling cards and write on the back. There's nothing more tasty than fresh honey. I know the bees do most of the work, but it's quite a job, I'm sure, for the farmers too. Here's a pocket with a glittery tag in it. And one of these is me when I was a baby, and one is one of my sisters. And this is looks like an ice cream ad, chocolate, and it might be French, but I thought it went well with under here, this ice cream little receipt or record keeping that. So a lot of farmers, dairy farmers, might make ice cream. So we'll pretend this family did that. And some more ledger graph paper and some more cardstock. And there's the family dog that lives in the farmhouse. And there's that same sweet couple with their dog. In here is a little mini book, and it says a little book of, and this book belongs to. So you can have a book within a book here. And they're different flowers. And there are even 2 pockets here and one over here in the center of this one signature book. So cute. So you can write garden notes down if you'd like with the year. Maybe you had a good year with some plants and not so great with others. You could kind of keep track of that. Parchment paper. This is so pretty, this cardstock. It's almost like wallpaper, but there's writings over top. I love it. And there's a big rose gold giant paper clip that I like so much. And that's the back of that signature with another beautiful image of a gal in her garden. Signature number 2 begins with a vellum cover that has an egg chart on it. And more of that nice cardstock. Parchment to jot down notes. Sweet image. That's family members when they were young. Over here is a pretty face, and she looks like she's dreaming. It says she dreamed of love, hope, and peace, especially probably on those hard days of gardening and planting and harvesting. And there's a beautiful little tag you could use, and some postcard journaling cards with ladies hanging up their clothes. There's a gentleman helping. There's a little baby doing some wash tubbing and some clothespins on there. So those are in there. And you can write notes on them and stick them wherever you want in your journal. There's some of those little skinny lines to jot notes down. 2 types of butter churns with some pretty script tape over top of it. More parchment. And inside, on top of this cheesecloth remnant, is a long hat pin with a white pearly knobby end. And it's protected on the sharp tip with some rope. So that's something they might have worn on one of the days they kind of got fixed up. Probably Sunday best, huh? This is a little fold out you can tuck things into, and it's on the back of a cardstock sheet. So we have rolling pins, and this little flip down has another seed packet secured to it. Little brass stud and a number 12. This is a remnant of an old Christmas stocking, the top of it with beautiful lace. And inside is a little farm girl's petticoat with a vintage looking pin on the back. So that would even look adorable hanging in your home on a hanger. It's the original beautiful old, almost like a tulle. It's a mesh fabric. And I'm reaching. Today's date. There's a little record keeping page. And we have a little tuck spot here with some more of that old ledger held together with a brass brad. Fun to look through. More journaling cards for you. On the other side are some tags that I made that actually have pockets in them. So there's a pocket on the front of each one of them. They're just made of parchment, so they're not real sturdy, but they would make a sweet little gift tag on a gift for somebody. And one of my sisters and myself when we were little there too. Sweet little tag with scalloped top and a little bumblebee transfer. Here's the back of that signature. Lots of goodies in this book. You're going to find treasures that you're going to want to maybe take out and use elsewhere. Totally up to you. And here's the last signature. Another farm girl working hard, tying up her plants. So pretty. I love that old watering can. Some ledger cardstock paper and a record of, on the back of the pretty paper, there's a pretend ledger there. That's a pretend one, but it's fun to look at. There's an old farmhouse image on that pocket. And in the side pocket, I had fun making some pretend tickets for a barn dance that they might have had coming up back in the day. Life was simpler, they say. Oats, little paper sack with a nice brass clip with a brass tab there, tag. You could always change what's in it and give it to a friend. Could bake some special cookies even. Put them in there. I just love paper bags. Not sure why, but I do. Another nice cardstock page that actually folds out, so we're going to untie it here in the center. And inside is a sweet photo No one I know, but I like that so much. And a vintage, quite a few, I think there's 5 in here, recipe pages with multiple recipes on each page. And over here in this gorgeous blue pocket is one of my postcards that I make. Let's get it out of the stitching there. Okay, it's fine. So I make handmade postcards. Some are shiny like this one and some have a matte finish, but they're perfectly able to be mailed in the regular postal. So there's a couple of them in here, and there's many more on my Etsy shop. TamiLyn.etsy.com is my shop on Etsy, and it's TamiLyn. And I'd love for you to subscribe down below of my YouTube here and hit the like button, by the way. That'll enable you to see more things coming. This has a little brass fastener, and it also has a fold out on this side, and tucked in here is a sweet little hanger for you to keep. And speaking of postcards, here's another one. The autumn pumpkin scene in front of an old cupboard. And that has the matte finish. They all have the rounded corners. Some permanent washi tape that I make. Just love this one with the blues. Or parchment. This is regular washi. A little piece of script washi up there. And we're nearing the end. We're on the back here. Pocket that has the pillow ticking in it, and this has some sweet things that you can love. Someone loves. I do, I know. Wildflowers on a breakfast table, the smell of freshly cut grass, cherry blossoms, catching tadpoles and watching them turn into frogs, playing hooky, rescuing baby birds and squirrels, making strawberry pie, serenity. So, sounds like something a country family might list as their favorites. Inside this pocket is a glossy finished postcard, also in my shop, and this one has a different backing, kind of pretty. It's an old apron. Actually, I made it, and it's for sale in my shop as well. It's made to look old. Tea-stained fabrics, the floral and the crocheted lace are hanging from there. So that's the last postcard, I believe. There's my little logo that I have on YouTube. And nice cardstock pages and the pretty vellum sheet for the back. Another sweet girl. Taking care of your little trees. And it was more original ledger, paper. So this is a hardback journal. Lots and lots of love went into this. Love goes into all of them. This specifically was quite a bit more work, but I enjoyed it. So come on Etsy and get your farmhouse journal soon. I'll be listing it this evening. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.